J-Wop on the beat, J-Wop on the yeah, J-Wop on the no, I cannot claim you. Told you what I said before. Came in from the side and I'm leaving out the same though. But I cannot blame you. Ain't even about your self-control. You just want your boo thing. You thought shit was mutual. You want me to walk around in the city with you. Have a nigga who gon' love you, share his feelings with you. But I ain't that guy yet. Not sure when I can be. I might have to block you on the social like I'm can be. Yeah, you know I'm dealing with some shit. Past trauma too legit. Not sure what I'm even doing. This persona counterfeit. I don't wanna be the bad guy, but I have no choice, girl. I try my damn hardest not to be like other boys. Now you throw another fit, need another fix. Wanna villainize me, now you calling me a bitch. Nigga thought I kept it clear from the jump, but now I gotta do the dash like I'm Forrest Gump. Girl, you know I ain't shit. Girl, you know I ain't shit. I'm just doing what I can, but I cannot be your man. You might have to move on. You might have to move on. Yeah, I know I'm in the wrong, but girl, you know I ain't shit. Girl, you know I ain't shit. I just wanna let you know that I'm just another hoe, and I cannot be contained. No, I can't be contained. But we play the same game, man, it's crazy.
Say, drastic times call for drastic measures. Your love is drastic with no damn pleasures. Still don't know if I can find your treasures. Digging deep down with no ledges. But we can go back and forth, whatever. You always been a storm, I can't weather. You always laughing at me like Ledger. I thought you could be another fucking joker. Going back and forth with your mind game. Dribbling with my feelings, damn, no thing. Got me dangling like another chain. Everything you do go against the grain. Messing with you, don't know what a game. You probably went and got ran in another train. You just a little thought, little hoe, forgot your name. I know you can't be with me,
girl, you know I ain't shit. Girl, you know I ain't shit. I'm just doing what I can, but I cannot be your man. You might have to move on. You might have to move on. Yeah, I know I'm in the wrong, but girl, you know I ain't shit. Girl, you know I ain't shit. I just wanna let you know that I'm just another hoe, and I cannot be contained. No, I can't be contained. But we play the same game.
Yo, BBA Fastbreak. We got the awards season 3. Got my guy The Range with me.
What's up?
What's up, man? All is well.
Yep.
All right, man. We also got my guy Shady's son, aka Portland Storm. What's up?
Oh, what's good, guys? What's good? Hey, thanks for having me on.
Always, man.
Yeah.
We got some. How you feel about your first round playoffs?
Yeah, man. It was up and down, man. Kraken played a fantastic series, honestly. I went up 2-0. I was expecting a sweep, and he gave me a run for my money, went to game 5. He's got some defense, man. He matched up great against my team. Herbert Jones clamped up Lillard, and Siakam clamped up Zion. So it was a fun series, man. It was a lot of fun, but got the dub in game 5, so we're moving on, and we're playing Shady.
That's dope. So, I mean, it was a fair series. I mean, I know I heard in the regular season I had a little issue, but you felt like this series was pretty much like both of y'all felt like nobody got cheated.
Yeah. Cool. I think it went a lot better. I mean, at least on his end. He had some complaints with me earlier, so I was just trying to play some good ball, and I think at the end of the day, it was a good series overall. So
bad. Yo, Durain. So, what was like your favorite? I mean, the playoffs week 1 was crazy. I mean, the first round was entertaining for sure. You know, everybody was active. But what's your favorite series of the range?
Probably dropping Eric.
Yeah,
I tuned into a few of their games, and especially the last game, just back and forth. I was like, Garland dropping 50. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. So like I said, it was going back and forth. I was looking like, man, it was kind of like they set the bar pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they set the bar pretty high. I'll say that. You know, outside that, I want to say my series is pretty good with Ernie. Shout out to Ernie. You know, it's tough. You know, tough. It's Ernie, so you know it's gonna be a battle with him. But shout out to him. We worked. You know, our schedules was kind of different. But right now, everything worked out, man. They gave us the extension. We made it happen this morning. So shout out to the admin staff for that. And I did check the Portland. Not Portland. I saw Portland Storm series, but Celtics and Hawks. I tuned into that. I see my comments, but I tuned in. Shout out to my boy Landon. You know, we're not on the same page right now, but shout out to Landon. Yeah. But let's get to these awards, man. Let's get to the awards. Matter of fact, second round is up. We'll talk about that next week, but second round is up. Not next week. I'll probably do a show another day or so before it's over with. But anyway, Lou had dropped the vote for, so I guess y'all could use that. I haven't voted. I'm very focused. So I don't even entertain anything. I just focus on the Knicks. I focus on the Knicks and my next opponent. That's it. Because even watching y'all games, it kind of like takes away from my focus. So I watch a little bit. I just can't watch too much.
Watching games takes away from your focus?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on. I mean, my focus is 100% the Knicks. So if I'm watching, like Garland, say for instance, last night, he dropped 50. Yeah. It's like, damn, do Brunson got to drop 50? Yeah, so it's kind of like, that's not even, we're just worried about what we need to do.
Right.
But if I start playing, playing the outside medias, I'm gonna try to drop 60. Because the bar been set to 50,
Yeah.
So for me, I just, do my thing, game plan, focus. That's it. I shouldn't be doing this shit right now. It's taking focus away again. But let's get to these award shows, man. Let's get to the award show. Let's talk about the announcement. You already know the Clutch 5. We already know. Let's go ahead and put it on the screen. Let's give another shout out to these guys who had the most games played of this season. We got the Jazz at 76, man. Warriors and Knicks. Me and you, man, we got 70. Hawks 69. Blazers and Clippers 65. OKC 63. How you feel about your 70 games, man? How you feel? Like you felt like you got them pretty smooth, or did it take a lot of work?
It was low key a lot of work, man. I hit 75 in my first season in here, and I do not remember it being this hard, to be honest. Overall, everyone was really active, but there was definitely towards the end there was some ducking going on. I don't think the Kraken allegations helped me out. So I was trying to balance the allegations while getting games in, so it was a little tough towards the end. But yeah, man, we got 70, and Eric's a real one, giving us a 75. That would have been really rough if we played 70 games and not get the extra little bump. So I appreciate him for that.
Yeah, most definitely. Same. Who we got? We got my guy Pops. Yo, Pops, what up, man? What's up, Pops? Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you.
What's going on, y'all?
You're doing good, brother. Doing good. How you feel about your first round series, man? About your first playoffs, right?
No, that's the second one. Hold on, let me get a second. Yeah, it's tough. It's second time I've been swept in the first round. So then I could have had game one. I kind of let that one slip away, and I mean from there I was just kind of overthinking the rest of the series. It was fun though. There's a lot of things I can work on and kind of going into the off season, probably practice on and come back and be better next season.
Bet.
Yeah. D-Lee is probably one of probably least people I wanted to play, just because playing with him for a while, he's always trying, anticipate what I'm going to do, and then I'm overthinking, so kind of killed me that series. So.
Oh yeah. Lee very, very. He's a vet. He's a game planner. So, and plus y'all play so much together. Like he pretty much y'all very familiar with each other game. And Lee's really good. Ross said Shady Sun is wild. Can you explain why you name yourself Shady Sean Portland?
Hey man, he's gonna win a chip, bro. He's
45 years old, so he could be age. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Hey,
is he really,
bro?
Yeah, Shady's like the oldest. I think Jimmer
Yeah.
42.
Hey,
43.
Shady a real one, bro. Is Shady one of the coolest dudes in here? I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, but
yeah.
Is he gonna win the chip though? Yeah, you saying
he's
gonna win?
He gonna win the chip for sure. He's sneaky with it, man. And I know if he makes it to the next round versus Lou, it's gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be Lou versus BBA. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's
cool. So you're saying you're not gonna? We hold it. So you should win, right? Still, right?
I mean, he up 1-0. He up 1-0.
I mean, that's still early. You can
we'll see how it goes.
Next three.
Yeah.
It could happen. But like you said, hey, shout out to Shady. But these are your clutch 5. Last year we gave some money out. This year we're not. Congratulations, you got your incentives. You got a freebie.
Yeah. Shout outs to y'all, man. I appreciate it. I was nowhere near 65, so shout out to the guys that kind of grinded that out.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, and just like we've been saying in the league office, we were going over like when Eric was simming the rest of the games, he was like, I just noticed like everyone's games total just like the most active he's seen. And so we all felt like everyone deserved an incentive because it was probably the most active season.
Most definitely. All right, man, let's go ahead and get to what we came for, man. We're going to get to these awards. We got some winners, we got some losers, but we all have, participation trophies. Yep. Everybody's going to get their name called who was selected, but there's only going to be one winner. It's going to start off with, matter of fact, we have Lou and D. Lee playing, so I'm going to put that on the screen also so we can watch that. Take the shot the screen. All right.
It's looking kind of ugly right now.
Is it really? Let me check.
Yeah. I'm going to need them to step it up because you can't sweep me and kind of go out like this.
Yeah. Don't you hate that?
Bad.
Don't you hate that when somebody beat you and then next year they go out there and, stink it up?
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's a bad series for him or I'm just that far behind. So that's kind of how I look at it.
All right, cool. So we got 6 Man of the Year award. Remove the screen. 6 Man of the Year, man. Our candidates, we have Orlando Magic, Jet Howard, Brooklyn Nets, Whitehead, the Charlotte Hornets, Nick Smith Jr. 3 guys from the East Coast. That's dope. I'm very familiar with all 3 of these people. I will say I voted for Jet Howard because he kills me every time. So that's how you get the vote. He killed me every time, so it's like he gets my vote. How y'all feel about these 3 guys? 6 Men of the Year.
I also voted for Jet because when I played one of the games I played drop, I swear he didn't miss. No matter, I even went to my settings, played tight, whatever, switch, whatever. No, he was making everything.
Yeah, confession. I mean, my Kawhi's gonna lose his Hall of Fame pick dodger, but I thought of Jet Howard when I picked it. I'm like, we got to get through that screen. We got to get a contest on him. Them 13, 15 points he get, that's the X factor. It's like, so if I can get through that with the Hall of Fame badge, if I can't do that shit, hey, good luck. But I do like Jet Howard. How you feel, Portland, about these 3 guys you played? You familiar with these 3?
Yeah, I see what you guys are saying about Jet. He's in the Magic in the Eastern Conference, right? So yeah. I only played him. I only played him twice, but I got a little taste of him. He was pretty solid. I was gonna vote him just based off the percentages. His shooting percentages with Jet are crazy. He's shooting like above 50% from the 3-point line and everything, so that's pretty impressive. But I did show some love to Joker in the Nets, and I think I voted Derek Whitehead. I think he's averaging 18 per game off the bench, something like that. So I just gave him the edge based off the pure scoring. So showing some love to him.
Most definitely. He did. He lit me up too. Yep. You got Pop?
So I think I played Wick twice, and I I voted Jet Howard. I played Drop twice and I played Joker once. I couldn't remember if with Whitehead. I couldn't remember if Joker had him starting or not. But I went with Jet Howard just because I played him twice and then Drop just kind of went crazy with him. Just the ability to. I'm not sure everybody can kind of use him the way he was using them. Just in my experience, so I thought he was deserving of it. Just out of the candidates that we had, but everybody. I mean, both of these, the other two guys too, were going crazy this year as well from the games that I could remember.
Facts. Yo, Lou, you still with us?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, Lou also on the screen. Currently, he's playing the game.
This is disrespectful, bro. This is disrespectful, man.
What's up?
You playing game 2 right now?
Don't worry about it.
All right, 6 man of the year, Lou. We got Jet Howard, Whitehead, Nick Smith Jr. Who you have?
I had Jet Howard. Damn, I missed that.
Yeah.
I had Jet Howard. Same reasons you mentioned. That nigga be. He got the perfect plays for him. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what are you gonna really do?
All right.
Not really much you can do with his plays coming out like that.
Bet. All right, then let's go ahead and get to the award winner, man. Your 6 man of the year. Let me take you out, Lou. Your 6 man of the year for the season 3. Let me get to the picture. Is none other than Jet Howard. Congratulations to Orlando Magics. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know if you can add a clapping noise in here or not, but
yeah. Jet Howard, 12.3 points per game, 1.6 rebounds, 1.1 assists, field goal 51%, 3-point 54%. Like you said, I think Whitehead did average more, but every time Jet scores, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? You felt it. It's like, goddamn. So, shout out to Jet Howard. I think he deserved this award. The other two, Nick Smith was killing too. Wick was, I play him next, so I'm gonna see a lot of Nick Smith Jr. So shout out to all three. But like I said, this award goes to Jet Howard. So shout out to dropping Orlando Magic once again. Mm-hmm. All right. Who we got next? Next on the menu, we got most improved user. This is an interesting one because I kind of got questions on this one. We got Shady, we got Pops, we got Wick. Wicko something. I think he said on the graphic that he had a 12-27 record on the polls when he voted. Is that true? I mean, I thought he was winning last year.
No, I don't. I think it's true because because when we simulate the season at the end, we take a picture of all the records before so we can determine seedings and stuff. So I just went back and looked at the records back then, last season, and that's what it was based off of.
Cool. I got you. Well, my most improved user, I feel like Wick was already winning, so I went with Pops. I think Pops, he improved every season. Like this season, if you check out my my collector's page, I have season 3. I should have advertised my shit while I was here. Check out my collection, BB's Redemption season 3. I got the Houston Rockets on there twice. Pop beat me twice this year. And those 2 great games. So I think he improved a lot. The talent, this team got better, but he also, to me, he became more aggressive. Because I know a season ago, I felt like he wasn't not very aggressive. And then this season, I felt like, okay, he's coming to, put the nail in the coffin. So that I went with Pops.
I think for me, I think I went with, I can't remember. It was close between Wick and Pops. I think I did go Pops. Just because kind of like the same thing you said. I feel like Wick last season, he was good. He just wasn't closing out games.
Right.
And Pops is still good, but I feel like his turnaround from 8 and 28 to 24 and 16 and in a pretty good Western Conference. I thought it was better.
Okay. So what you got, Portland?
I went Wick, but I was a little more lazy with the approach. Like I just saw his record last year, and I'm like, there's no way he was that bad last year because he was cooking me this year. So I was like, he got to be most improved if he only won 12 games last year. But I do completely agree with you guys. I think Pops, like the development of him. I was out the league for a bit, but like when I was in the league, my first stint, like Pops was nowhere near this level. No offense, he's just improved a lot as a user, and I think it's cool to see.
Facts. Yo, Lou.
Yo.
Most improved user. We got Shady, Pops, and Wick. Who you rock?
Oh, it was for me. It was definitely Pop. Not gonna lie.
Cool. All right, then. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. I mean, Pops on here right now too. Okay, excellent. Pops, how you? Yo.
Yeah. My bad. I'm over here eating. So.
Are you good? You good?
Yeah, I mean, I voted for myself, but I don't know if I couldn't do that. But like, just personally, just for myself, I don't take offense to what anybody's saying. Like, coming in just thinking about, like, when I first came into the league, granted, I know we're doing season to season to like now, just really trying to understand, be like Nixon said, try to be more aggressive, not overthink so much. Essentially, that's what it kind of came down to. I mean, but I'm biased too, so I couldn't think to pick anybody else. So
hey, why would you?
Yeah, so
you putting the work in.
Yeah, so still a lot of work to do, but having fun with it, and that's what it kind of all boils down to.
All right, man. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. Let's backtrack for a second. 6 men a year. Can you give me the vote totals? Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so Jet Howard had 13 votes and Whitehead had 12, so it was a one vote difference.
Okay, and Nick Smith had
Smith had 2
votes. Okay, then cool. Let's get to most improved again. Most improved this season winner for most improved user BBA season 3 goes to. I'll make sure I get this right. Hold on, wait. I gotta find a picture. Everybody give me a second. I think I typed the wrong thing in. You find a picture. Fucking up. Hold on, give me a second.
You're good.
All right, let me see. Most improved player award goes to. Where is that picture? Did I download it? Everybody give me intermission. Y'all just talk about anything. Let's watch Lou again. We're gonna get this shit right. I apologize for that. Most improved player. User, I mean.
Why you look for that? I mean, I don't know. I didn't hear you. I don't know if you talked about it, kind of your first round series, and then just kind of your mindset going into this next round. Not sure if you, Nixon, that's for you. I don't know if you kind of talked about that.
Who me? First round series. There we go.
Dog fight.
Yeah, man, it was a dog fight. Like I said, I knew I had Ernie. I knew it was gonna be a tough battle for sure. He said he stole the first game. He won the first game. I stole it. He stole it, but he won. Right. But I'm so focused on my team. I mean, I don't know. I don't panic. I don't break. I don't crack. I just, I lost. Keep moving. Try to win next game. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too. Like when he took that first game, like, does it? You just move, like you say, you just move on to the next game. Do you kind of like sit on it?
No, I ain't sit on. I ain't think about it. I watched it. Replay. Was it first game? No, I ain't watched replay. I watched all the replays the next day at work, but I just know with the moment, I think we played right after that, so I couldn't watch it. But if I did my game plan, we could have, want to do our thing, just do my game plan, just worry about what we need to do, and I should be okay. A good question. Let me see. Most improved player goes to Wicko Summer. Wicko Summer is your most improved user this season. Like I said, I think a lot of people, Wick, he clarified it, but I mean, people voted for Wick. He said, no, that was my season 1 record, but people still think he most improved. So shout out to Wickle Summer.
A little bit of year for him.
Shout out Wickle Summer. Who you got? What's the votes looking like? What are the votes?
So it was Wick 12 votes, Pops with 8, and Shady with 5.
You said Wick with 12?
12.
Okay, Pop had 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You see that, Pop? 8 people believe you was the most improved. I mean,
I appreciate it. I appreciate all 8 of y'all, man. Hey.
And shout out to Shady too, man. I mean, that's dope. You know, Shady been doing what? Maybe he been doing for a while, a long time. So people know his game is going up there to the next level. So shout out to him too, man. But Wickle Summer for sure. Shout out to him for winning Most Improved User Award. All right, let's go to the next one, man. The next one we have Rookie of the Year. The Rookie of the Year, this award has gone to San Antonio the last 2 years. First it was Victor, of course. And then you had the guy Mikey Williams. And now he has a third rookie that's on the finalists. You got Cooper Flag from San Antonio, Chicago Bulls, Trey Johnson, Miami Heat got Dylan Harper. How you feel about this, Portland? About these 3 guys?
I think I went Trey Johnson with Ernie. I think I mean my thought process was his team isn't that great, and I thought he was balling with Trey. I played him a couple times and he did a great job. Trey Johnson is a great player, like attributes wise, height at the point guard position and everything. So he's playing real well with them, and I'm overall just impressed with how he's playing with that squad. Thought I'd show him some love with the vote there, Trey Johnson.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think sometimes like when these polls come out, like say when Landon did All-Star, sometimes you vote the first time you see it, and then you play a guy that's kind of like, dang, this guy I really want to vote for now. Somebody got some noise going on.
It might be me. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. So same thing happened today. I mean, Trey Johnson got so much respect out of me. I think I picked Cooper Flag just off the, like you said, and I saw the numbers. You know, when I played him though, it wasn't the same effect like when Mikey won Ricky and when Victor won. It was like when I played him, it was Victor killing. You know, Mikey show up here and there. He don't use Mikey as much like he did before. But Cooper Flag was kind of like just a role player in them games. But I think I voted him off numbers. But today, after I play Ernie, this 4-game series, man, Trey Johnson, I had to change my vote. I'm like, no, I got to go Trey Johnson. This dude, he's serious, man. So I had switched to Trey Johnson this morning, actually. How you feel about the range? These 3?
I don't know if it was voter fatigue or whatnot, but I went with Trey Johnson. Like kind of like the same thing when I played Spurs, like Flag didn't really go off. But then I also played Ernie. I think we played both of our games within the first week. So he didn't really have Johnson down. So like he didn't really go crazy, but I was paying attention to some other games and saw him scoring with him and whatnot, and so that's kind of what I voted on.
Bet what you got, Pops?
I went Trey Johnson. And my philosophy, kind of new to this. The voting is always, it's kind of hard to differentiate between, the user and the player. And so anytime I feel like somebody, maximizes a certain player that not everybody would be able to do the same with, it's kind of my mindset when kind of picking. So I watch a lot of the games that everyone plays. Even if I don't play a particular player, I try to watch and see if I can take something from the game for one, and then like also anticipate when I play them. How can I potentially stop some things? So I've seen most of them play. I just feel like Ernie kind of got the most out of Trey Johnson. I'm just not sure. It's just majority of the users may be able to get the same kind of production. That's kind of, that was my vote.
Facts. Yo, Lou, you still here? He focused in on the game. All right, take Lou back off. All right, so Rookie of the Year. So you got Cooper Flag, Trey Johnson, Dylan Harper. Also, shout out to Dylan Harper. I remember playing Bubba. I played Bubba 4 times this year, and Dylan Harper was I like him. I don't like him better than the other two guys. I do like him better Flag as far as when I played him, but I could see why Cooper Flag, would be probably the favorite. But Trey Johnson for sure, man. That was my vote. So Rookie of the Year this year, we have the winner is your 2000, whatever year we're in, 26, season 3 DBA. Rookie of the Year is Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag, 14.3 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 2.2 assists, field goal percent, 33%. That's wild. That's wild, but he won Rookie of the Year, man. So shout out to my guy SJM with the San Antonio Spurs. That's 3 Rookie of the Years in a row. That's 3. It's impressive. That's impressive. So next season, I mean, that should be a team, he made it to the play-in, right, this year?
Yeah.
Play-in. Okay, so he made play-in. So next year we're looking for playoffs, man. You got 3 Rookie of the Year, winners. So it's time for those guys, become stars. So we are looking forward to seeing that. How y'all feel about this? Was it a surprise or was it expected?
I thought a lot of people would honestly go with Trey Johnson, but I guess voting results obviously prove otherwise. I don't know if people were just basing it off, like the stats, maybe they didn't really play the Spurs or the Bulls.
Yeah, what's the votes on
So Cooper Flag had 12 votes and Johnson had 10.
Okay.
So Johnson had 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. So some tight races out here. I've been hearing a lot of 12 and 10s.
I think another thing is with SGM, he really started turning it on with Cooper late in the season. I played him early in the season, and he didn't do much with Cooper. Once he started getting those plays down a little bit, he started using them off the ball, catch and shoot. I think it really started, tearing some people up. That field goal percentage is what drew me away from voting him. But I think some good performances against some users late in the season might have swayed their voting towards Cooper.
Bad. Shout out to Cooper Young, Rookie of the Year, season 3. Let's go to the next one, man. We got let me put this game back on the screen. Next award we're looking at. We're gonna be looking at the Coach of the Year. So Coach of the Year, we got Lou got next with the Jazz, Drop with the Magic, and Knicks and myself with the New York Knicks. Coach of the Year, what does it consist of, the range? I feel like Coach of the Year and I guess best user or the cycle, the season, is that coaching? I don't know. So how y'all look at coaching? Is it more records or?
I look at more like records, like of how they did within the season. Mm-hmm. Kind of like with GM or even, I guess user could be because Lou was in user, but that was just because his record last year wasn't. Right. But I mainly base it off just the record of that season.
That's cool. I got you. All right. I think I picked myself because I was nominated. So I went with myself. I felt like Coach Tom Thibodeau was doing his thing. And I was in his ear, controlling his players. But Thibodeau, shout out to Coach Thibodeau for the New York Knicks. Yeah, Lou and Drop. I mean, number 1 in the West, number 1 in the East, and number 2 in the East. So those are the 3 best records. What you got, Portland?
Yeah, I think I went with Drop. There are some really good candidates. All you guys had a great season. You, Drop, and Lou. It was really between those 3. And I think I went with Drop. He had a very solid season, and I also kind of wanted to. Shit, there's some noise. But I wanted to go Lou with GM of the year. So I thought Drop was more fit for the Coach of the Year. So I went with him.
Cool. All right. What you got, Pops? Yo, pops.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah. So for this one, my thinking was, um, and again, it always kind of is like, I kind of give it to the user more so than, um, not necessarily record, just because I just try to think. And most time, I put myself in the shoes, like, what would I be able to do with this particular roster, right? Um, so for this one, just kind of looking at just the teams and what everybody was able to do. Again, I went with drop on this one. I don't think he had anybody over. I can't remember. I know he has Palo, but just being able to, um, again, just do, I guess, more with less in a sense. I mean, his team is still good. All the teams are good. I'm just seeing my shoes. I don't know if I would have been able to do the same. So that's my philosophy when I was kind of picking with this one.
Yeah. I said 3 good. I mean, I can't
go wrong. Yeah. Couldn't really go wrong with any choice.
All right, for your season 3, coach of the year, the winner of coach of the year goes to Orlando Magic's drop. Coach of the year record 48-6. Shout out to Orlando. Drop. Shout out. Yeah, man, he did a thing. I mean, he number 1 in the East 2 years in a row, 2 seasons in a row, maybe 3. So it's impressive. I mean, we know Nick Toombs, he played 30 games, but so it's kind of like the more games you play, the higher you go. So Drop did finish first in the last 2 years. So yeah, shout out to Drop for sure, man. He's doing his thing out there with Pablo, Lonzo Ball. Second year with Lonzo. It's his second year with Lonzo. So I mean, it's another year of chemistry. DeJounte Murray, also the Claxton kid. That was a big addition. I'm pretty sure he's in GM finalist too. So putting that team together, well balanced team. They say got Jet Howard, rookie of the year. I mean, he has a lot of weapons. So shout out to Coach Drop again. What's up, boy? You out? All right. Let me see. We got the next one up on the board is Defensive Player of the Year. We have Nick Claxton from Orlando Magic, Victor from San Antonio, and Giannis from the Utah Jazz. How you feel about these these 3?
I went with Claxton. I think because every season, we see Giannis there. We see Victor's been there the past few seasons. Not discrediting them, but I feel like once Claxton went to drop, he kind of just like took off. And I kind of, when I was playing drop, I couldn't do anything in the paint, and so that was the reason why I voted him.
Okay, so you got Portland.
I went with Giannis. Just purely off for defensive player of the year. I don't really go stats. I really just base it off when I play them, like how good are they really when I play them, and I also kind of base it off that offensive field goal percentage. And so I just went with Giannis. When I played Lou, I mean, it's obvious, man. Giannis is by far the best defender in the game, so I had to give him my vote.
Bet. What you got, Pops?
Yeah, I'm not, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even remember who I picked for this one. But just my feeling just now. Pretty sure I'm about 75% sure I went with Giannis. And this more so I didn't get a chance to play against SJM this season. I know playing when I played Lou, and then maybe it's too I played him, towards the end of the season. But I like to go to Jabari. But like just having Giannis there definitely deferred me from that. It's just his impact of just being there, kind of. It made a difference, even if beyond the stats. It's just I don't even want to test him, So
right, I think same thing Portland said. I went with Victor because when I played him twice. He was clear. He was stopping everything I was doing. But it got to one point I said, Randall had a good game. And I think he put Victor on Randall around fourth quarter. And I was trying to be an asshole. I was like, let me go ahead and just kill Victor right quick. So I went got 6 straight shots with Julius Randle trying to dunk on Giannis. So I was just trying to do something with Victor. Could do anything. So he did to me this season before. So Victor, every time I play Victor, he's blocking my shots. He's throwing the ball out of bounds. I mean, he's changing our shot selections up at the rim. So it's like I had to go Victor. He does the most. He affects my game the most. So I went with Victor. So for your 2000 season 3 Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Giannis Antetokounmpo. 1.1 steals, 11.1 rebounds, 1 block, offensive opponent field goal percentage 30%. Shout out to Lou, man. Hold on, Lou.
What's up?
What's up, man? You just won Defensive Player of the Year. Be honest, man. You got anything you want to say?
Yeah, I got snubbed for Coach of the Year, 67-9, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
It's the team. It's not me. You're right. It's
what we talking about? We talking about defense right now. How you feel about Giannis winning this award?
Hey,
like the best.
You know, Giannis locked everybody up. It's not a surprise. You know, I can't really celebrate it. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, honestly.
My guy Drop says Saxon got robbed in the comment section.
We both got robbed. I'll trade you awards.
Lou want the coach award. He give you the Defensive Player of the Year award. I don't think it worked like that, but shout out to Lou on the Defensive Player of the Year award.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
How your game going?
I'm blowing him out. What you thought? What you expect?
Let me check. I've been putting on the screen, but I ain't been watching. I don't watch y'all play.
honestly, I stopped. I'm not gonna say I stopped trying. I'm just doing shit now. I'm just trying to get through this game without anybody getting injured. To be honest, because he playing me. Look how he playing me. He playing me tight. He trying to injure somebody. He was like, nah, fuck that, homeboy.
So this game, what you feel like? Game 2, what you feel like? Got you this big lead.
I just adjusted to his gameplay, and that was it. Game 1, I was adjusting. You know, tendencies are all brand new. You know, opponent to opponent, round to round. And once I got adjusted to his tendencies and what he likes to do, is I take away what he likes to do, and it's that simple, honestly. Because Sengun hasn't done shit. Paul George hasn't done shit. If you lock those two down and then you clamp up the 3-point plays, there's not much you can really be like.
So the Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis is locking shit down right now.
Basically.
Okay, so shout out to Giannis again. He's locking stuff down in game 2.
I'm playing like ass right now too. That's why I'm like,
what Giannis got right now?
He only got 17 points. Like, I'm not really. You know what? Let me just. All right,
I'm taking you off. We better go to the next one. All right, that was Lou speaking on his award plus some other things. Let me see. The last one. No, two. It's two more. Sorry.
Before that, I'll just tell you the voting because this is probably the closest race.
Okay.
So Giannis had 10. Claxton and Victor both tied with 9.
Okay, Giannis had 10. Claxton and Victor both with 9.
Yeah. So
wow, that was tight.
Yeah.
That was tight. That was tight.
Yeah, that's all tough. 3 were deserving. So.
Yeah. Damn, that's tight. That's super tight. Like you said, damn.
Is that the tightest race so far? I mean,
I think so. At least with 3 people, yeah. Usually it's between 2. But
my bad. What was the coaches vote? I think I skipped the vote.
Oh, the coaching vote was Drop had 15, Nixon had 7, and Lou had 8.
Okay. Cool. GM of the Year award is what we're on now. Let's get to it. Your 3 GMs of the year would be Lou Wemby, aka Portland Storm, aka Shady's son, Knicks, myself. GM of the year, baby. My boy Wemby. I went with Lou. I mean, it was I think the way I looked at GM of the year, I looked at what you did in off season, coming into the season, and not only did he come in with the best off season, I think getting it from Wagner. That was a pretty dope addition. I didn't see coming. I think he traded who to get him?
Kessler.
I mean, Kessler is he's very solid. He can shoot a mid range, rebound king. I mean, so I think it does. I mean, you got Giannis, so it's like you could put Giannis as center power forward. You can move. Y'all can really run the break, and you get a bona fide. I mean, because we saw what ATL Essential did with Fonz in Atlanta. So I like that move because you got another swingman who can put the ball in the hole. So that was just a bonus on top of his off season. How y'all feel about these? So I voted for Lou on mine.
I also voted for Lou, and it's kind of like the same thing. Like off season, he got Tatum and Giannis, which would be any best off season, but then he also kept Kyrie. So then he had his big three, and then like you said, the Franz trade. But he also got Bradshaw, who isn't bad at all, back with it. So he made those moves, and his team is probably one of the most unstoppable right now.
Facts. What you got, Pops?
I mean, I went Lou on this one. And that's just off the strength of kind of the off season. And it's just kind of looking back towards last season, kind of recognizing Giannis. First I want to say, GM of the year kind of changed. Like everybody's trying to create as much cap space as possible, thinking they're going to get a big free agent. I personally, in my short time here though, I don't think it's going to go like everybody thinks it's going to go as far as people leaving. But that's just from my experience. So I feel like this has to count for something. And at the same time, too, just going back to last season, kind of recognizing that Giannis was traded twice in the same season, and then kind of understanding, I don't know if it's true or not, just the loyalty piece of it and the ability to go ahead and create that cap space ahead of time to be able to sign a few big guys, big names like that. So, and that's not even taking into account some of the moves he made during the season. And then too, I voted for Lou. That's my vote, but I want to give a shout out to Wemby too. Just being able to shape that roster the way he has, whereas they get out there and they're running, you know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of mismatches. So I can appreciate that as well.
Yeah. Shout out to Wemby. What you got, Wemby?
Yeah, I voted Lou, but I will say I really wanted to vote myself. I think any other year, I mean, he got Giannis and Tatum in free agency, but at the same time, I was kind of thinking there wasn't no offense, but there wasn't a ton of skill in that involved. He just saved up a ton of money and got lucky with a couple signings. I would rather vote for a guy that made some good trades. I think I did a good job with my roster, but obviously he got. His squad is like probably the best in BBA history, so I had to vote Lou.
Facts. Let me see. I was actually surprised I was on there. Bring me back. Gotcha. I was surprised I got on there. Actually, I don't feel like I did much. I feel like I got an old Kawhi, but I got I lost OG. I lost Mitchell Robinson. I got Levine for 2 games, and then I got Kawhi. So I got an OG type player back, but I got an older version who's 1 year away from the grave. So I think we're just more solid. I think the people I kept as far as throughout the 3 seasons, like my rookie, the only one I kept out of all the guys I picked up. And I got Mike Conley back. Little small things, quickly kept him. The Richard Time Lord trade last season. I just think I got a solid roster where maybe that's why I got the GM of the year nominee. But I don't think I made major deals like Wemby did with the Zion and the Dame. But I don't know who I would put in there because I can't recall everybody trades. But I appreciate the being the finalist for sure. Me add Lou back. Lou wants to get back in here. You want to say something?
All right. Wemby. Here's the thing, though. You're not giving me credit, though.
I gave you credit. I gave you credit.
No. You say it came down to luck. Here's the thing. I not only created cap space, I upgraded my roster at the same time while creating cap space. I went from stock Jazz to having Brandon Ingram to having Kyrie, Chris Middleton, to then having cap space to get Tatum and Giannis. So I was improving my roster while getting cap space the entire way. So it was a 3-season, game plan. It wasn't just like, oh, he got lucky, he just happened to have. Nah, I was targeting people. I was targeting upgrades with expiring contracts at the same time.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, you set the blueprint, man. That's why I voted you. That, like you said, it was a process for you. So that's why I think you deserve the award. Is just because it did take a couple seasons in the making to hit this kind of blockbuster where you get the two biggest free agents. So props to you, man.
I appreciate it. No, I was like, lucky. What?
Well, I mean, hey, we know
it was lucky though.
I'm about to say the off season, the way it went. But I can't take that from you. I ain't saying it in a negative way because sometimes it's good to be lucky, right?
Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Anyway. But for on a real talk, it didn't matter. If I didn't get Tatum, I was getting Donovan Mitchell. I was gonna get two of them top guys, no matter what. Because Giannis, you remember the admin squad gave the Bucks the opportunity to give the best offer they could possibly do, just to be fair to him, and he still lost them. So it was like I was getting Giannis no matter what. And then on top of that, I won Donovan Mitchell. People forget that I actually won the bid on Donovan Mitchell. If I couldn't get Tatum, I would have gotten Donovan Mitchell, and it would have been Kyrie, Donovan, Giannis, which, if anything, is more dangerous because I'm better with guards than I am with wings. It took me a while to get Tatum down. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that was it. That was all I gotta say. It's game 3 on. I'm about to sweep league.
Stay on for a second. GM of the Year award goes to Lou.
I appreciate you.
Basketball Executive of the Year, Jazz. Like everything you just said, and why he got the votes. What are the votes, the range?
The votes: Lou 23,
damn,
Wemby 4, and then Nixon 2.
Shit, appreciate the vote. Thank you. Whoever did it, appreciate it. I appreciate it. I think I did. I once I voted for Lou, but maybe I saw my name vote for myself because that's just the Knicks. I'm voting for myself, but I think I did vote for Lou on one of these awards. But appreciate whoever. I must have. It's 2 votes, so I must have did it one of them. So shout out to the other person who voted for me. Appreciate you. But yeah, shout out to Lou for 23 votes. That's the landslide.
Ooh, I almost made that. But yeah, I'm finishing off this series tonight. I'll see y'all.
All right. Last one. Well, I might add him. Well, we'll see. Last one. He's in this category too. Let's go to most valuable player, our last award for the night, and then we could get back to some basketball. I might play. We should play tonight. Game 1, Knicks versus Hornets.
Okay.
Most valuable player. Our nominees for finalists for most valuable player is the Hornets, Brandon Miller, Utah, Giannis, and the Warriors, Dame Dollar. How you feel about this, Dame? How you feel about this award? Your chances of winning this right now?
I wouldn't be surprised if I don't win it. I voted Brandon Miller just based off my experience against him. I mean, I don't really like voting myself. I'd rather vote somebody else. I went Brandon Miller. I think if I had Dame the whole season, this would be no doubt. He's struggling in playoffs right now, but during the season, once I got him, I think his points per game went up by like 7, and he played like 80-some games. So I was definitely doing good with him. But I wouldn't be surprised if I don't win this, man, because I got him late in the season. So I'm not too worried about it.
You got Dame from where?
Landon.
That's right. He did have Dame for a quick little second. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He did have Dame for I can't remember that. I think I played one time with Dame.
Right.
I ain't play you with Dame because I think somebody suspended or he was suspended or hurt.
Yeah, he got suspended. Yeah.
Okay. How you feel about this award, Pops?
I went Miller on this one. And this is I think just in my games with him, this is the way he was using them. Hadn't really seen that before, especially just kind of operating in the mid range. I mean, and that's really what it kind of came down to. So again, it's always about pushing, most out of, a particular player, and then for me, that's kind of then with Giannis, I feel like he's not that he didn't play great, but he's probably the easier player to pick up, right, and kind of operate with. So
right.
So I went Brandon Miller here.
You got the range.
I actually went Dame. Every time I played Wemby, I think one of the games he had like 40 points like in the third. And he was green and everything, and I was like, there's nothing I can do. I was trying to double, I was trying to do this. I just feel like he was the most hardest. It was between him and Brandon Miller for me.
Facts.
With Dame.
I went with if I remember, I want to say I went Brandon Miller. It's a lot to say about that Brandon Miller, man. It's you guys know, like I know the drop man, the range, but like the last user was Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie's like top. He elite. He top one of the top dogs. So most time when like a top dog leave, take a time off, and then somebody replaces this team, they it falls off. Man, it's like Witt came in. He picked up right where Ernie left off. I was like, man, this guy is amazing. It's like then because Ernie was killing Brandon Miller too, but he was first year Brandon Miller. Witt came in, man. It's like, hold on, bro. It's different. It's a different. They were both killing with him, but it's like the way he's doing it. It's like man, this dude, he's tough with this guy. So
I think what's also like crazy about it is like it's Brandon Miller. Like you would think a Hornets user, their best player would be LaMelo.
Yeah.
And like you have like all these names like in the MVP, and they're like superstars. Then just Brandon Miller.
Yeah. Like, he has a unique style. I mean, he's a scorer. He's a hooper. Like he could tell, like he find the spots like most guys don't really look for towards the middle. He's looking for that mid range. He's hunting for it, and he could easily just do double screen, shoot threes, but no, he want to get it, 1v1 style. He want to do triple threats. He want to, he got it. He got the whole package with Brandon Miller. So, I for sure vote for Brandon Miller. He been balling. Well, for the winner of most valuable player, let's go ahead and get to it. The last war tonight. Like I said, we got Brandon Miller, we got Giannis for the Jazz, and we got Dame for the Warriors. And your winner for MVP is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shout out to Lou again. That's how many? 3?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
4.
I think so. Right. What is it?
Giannis.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Year, GM, and MVP.
And also number 1 on Clutch 5. So that's not an award, but number 1.
Yeah, I got something to say real quick. Hey, it's a most valuable player award. In my opinion, if you take that guy off the roster, what's the team looking like? So that's why I voted Brandon Miller. No disrespect to Lou at all. I really don't mean it disrespectfully. Giannis is a great player. But if you take Giannis off that squad with the Jazz, do you think they're doing that much worse? I don't really think so. I think if you take Brandon Miller off the Hornets, he's really going to struggle with only one guy on the squad. But hey, man, props to Lou. Giannis, his numbers are crazy, man. It's Giannis. But I disagree with this one.
Okay. Well, I still got Lou on the mic, but I got Hubs just.
What's up, Lou?
What up? Wait, nah, he's not on yet. It's Hubs. What up, Hubs?
What up, dog? What's good?
Man, good to see you. It's the last award for the night. But since you just popped in, how you feel about this MVP trophy going to Giannis over Brandon Miller and Dame?
It makes sense.
Okay.
When you are the captain of the super team, I imagine his stats would be a little bit nerfed. So it actually, I think his stats are actually still pretty impressive and he got the 75 games, right? So so majority of his shit was actually legit. So I kind of got to give him the nod for that too.
Bet. Let me bring the winner on if he's still here with us.
Yeah, I'm still here.
What's up, Lou? You
What's
Warren?
up? What's up,
Man,
yo?
how you feel about this?
Hey, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the votes.
Matter of fact, what are the votes, Durant?
Giannis with 10, Brandon Miller with 8, and Dame with 6.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
pretty
close
good.
race.
People show love to all three. That's dope. All right, so MVP, man. MVP. What you got anything you want to say about me? Like something like a statement, you
know? Hey, man, I like to be MVP, but that's a regular season award. I gotta finish the job. You know what I'm saying? Gotta finish the job. That's all I'm focused on right now.
Sound like you've been watching some playoff post game interviews, man.
Nah, I'm being for real. I really can't have Solo talking shit to me about
political answers.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. Okay.
Bro, dead ass. I cannot do another season of Solo saying I got a ring, nigga. You ain't me. Let's be real. But anyway, no, I really have to win this year, or else you already know Eric about to go crazy. He ain't gonna win with the super team. Like he got a super team too. Man, I ain't even gonna get started.
They were very impressive. You need Eric more games, man. That was very impressive what I saw first round out of Cleveland.
Oh yeah, no, Eric was hooping. He's definitely gonna be a problem.
He was hooping, man, for sure.
Oh damn.
Well, I said shout out to all the winners, man. Hubs, did you hear all the winners?
No.
Damn, I'm over 4 with Giannis. Oh shit, I gotta start dunking.
Let me go ahead and show you the winners. Let's go to the top. You saw the clutch 5 already.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year was not rookie of the year. A 6th man of the year was Jet Howard. He beat out Nolan Smith Jr. and he beat out Whitehead from Brooklyn.
That's not surprising.
Okay. Most improved user went to Wick Osama. I think we had a record messed up, but everybody still voted Wick, and it was between Wick.
Yeah,
Pop,
he was nice.
Shady.
He was nice.
Wick, Pop, and Shady.
Yeah, I think Pop's come a long way, like legitimate. Like he really has, man. He's actually pretty tough with that team now.
Yeah.
So
he O2 me this season. Clear.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, Pops is nice, man. That
he's figured out how to play. So like he really does play well now, and like you said, he knows his team. He kept the majority of the guys. So.
Yeah. Shit.
No, I just hate trading, man. I know you know a little bit about that, Hub.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I got stuff up now.
Rookie of the year, you got Rookie of the year, Cooper Flag had one Rookie of the year. He beat out Trey Johnson from Chicago. And he also beat out Harper from Miami.
I thought Trey was gonna get it.
Yeah,
I did. I thought Trey was gonna get it.
Was it? It was pretty close, right? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Flag 12 and Johnson 10.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
And I just think like the Johnson one. I think the playoff stage. Like I said, I changed my vote after the playoff series, but I think the votes came. People voted Cooper before the playoffs, probably. It's a regular season war, but I think
Cooper's a name.
You got to see Trey Johnson. They finally
Cooper's a name, and if you didn't play Ernie, you might not know how cold he was with Trey. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I played Ernie, and Trey is a problem.
Yeah, he did his thing in regular season also. I just can't remember who I bought. I probably did vote for Trey initially. I just made sure today that I made sure that I reaffirmed I'm voting for Trey.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't.
Cooper. I think Cooper has a bright future though, but hopefully I want to see Trey. Hopefully he gets like you said, like at the end of y'all series, hopefully progression does him right. Like that man deserves to be a potential superstar. That motherfucker was going crazy.
He's 78. He's 78 right now. So I mean, I think he'll be an 82 next season, but they might just give him an 80, 79 probably. The progression. I don't think the rookies jump that much, but he's a rookie. He's a rookie, so he might get that 2.3 notch.
If SJM hear this, man, go ahead and send Flag this way, man. Talk to me.
Send Flag to Houston. Who you sending back though? The streets want to know who you sending back though.
Hey man, that's between me and SJM, man.
Justin
Right.
All right, the offensive player of the year was Giannis.
I figured he would win it.
He beat out Claxton. He beat out Wemby, Victor. So you had Giannis.
Yeah, I figured he would win that. I did.
Coach of the year was Drop. He beat out Utah. He beat out the Knicks for Coach of the year.
Him beating out Utah is shocking.
It shocked you?
Yeah.
Let me see. What was? I mean, Lou played a lot more games, but I think they had the same losses, or I think Drop had less.
Lou he was 67-9. Drop was 48-6.
Yeah. So their definition of coaching, like I said, coach of the year could be different for different people. But I thought coach of the year was more like you said, lesser talent. Drop, no, his team doesn't have less talent. I think Wemby said Drop had a less talented team, but I think Pablo 90, 89.
Well, that's because he ain't got two OP dudes, and then you know what I mean, and Kyrie. So
yeah, and Wagner,
that goes along with the GM part, like his or.
The phone's the 87, so that's another. It's the fourth guy, so it's kind of like
you're hoping Banchero blossoms to that, Yeah.
But I think, just when Wemby said, I thought about. I love my guys. I won't trade them for anybody on those teams right now. But I think far as overall, I had a lesser overall people overall ratings. My best players are 89,
right,
87, and then 82, 89. So Kawhi.
I think I actually voted for you. I'm not 100% sure.
It was two people, so it might have been you.
But
on this one, there's more. You got 7, Nixon, on this one.
7. Okay.
And I think it was along those lines too, like you said. I think because you kind of did more with less.
But I think the thing with Drop is when Wemby said, I think he was saying when you look at the names, they don't have the star power names. They have the ratings, but they don't have when you say Pablo, he's still young in real life, so it's kind of like he hasn't put a stamp on the league yet.
Right.
Lonzo hasn't played since he was 24. We discovered. And who else he had? DeJounte Murray, solid. Everybody knows DeJounte, but these are not blockbuster names.
Yeah, and Jalen Suggs, he's got a lot out of too in that second unit.
Claxton, he's a top center, but he doesn't get looked at that way.
No.
But he's like 85, 86. So just the names he had on the team, you would look at it and say, these Orlando Magics,
Right. Yeah, they do the job.
Yes,
that's the thing. They do the job.
And then your GM of the year was Lou, I think.
Yeah.
That was 23 votes. So
23.
So that was pretty clear.
Yeah, I figured. I think everybody kind of knew once his free agency plan came to fruition that he kind of had that one on lock. Unless somebody were to make a move in season that could trump it, and we've seen stars move in season though, so we did see a lot of movement, but not enough to overtake it. And then to amass that record on top of that, he, like you said, he's got to finish the job, because he became the favorite off of straight free agency,
right?
Alone, let alone the Indian season movement that he was trying to get off, and he was trying to get a deeper bench. So, but
I feel like this award is the hardest, at least for me to pick, to go in. I wanted to add 10 people because you had Lou, you had Wemby, you had Atlanta, you had Nixon, you had Lee, you had Drop. They're still shady, they're still raw, making moves. It's just so hard to do, and I think it's just.
You did make that ant. You made that ant trade this season, right?
I think the ant trade better than my trade.
Yeah. And you don't got to worry about trying to re-sign Fox. So that was a underrated move right there.
Yeah, I had to pay Fox and Keegan, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that with Cat and Sabonis, and so.
Yeah. Like say you got Elvis back, so I feel like you did better than me this year. All I got was Draymond and Kawhi. But I feel like
you traded for role players. He traded for an absolute superstar. So,
superstar.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of salty about that one because I tried to send Green for Edwards. A lot to you, but
yeah, that was he's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I forgot how it came up, but I don't know if I think I posted Fox on the trade block, and then he's like, "What for Fox?" And I was like, "Edwards," and he's like, "Okay." I'm like,
Yeah,
all right. I'm like, and then Lou was pointing out I think a while in chat that I've had Edwards the past 3 cycles.
Yeah,
I had him on the Heat. I had him last year on the Timberwolves and never traded him, and then the Kings. So I was like, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, go what you got. Hey, go what you know, man. Go what you know for sure. That's all we got, Hoops. That's all the winners.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add to anything before we head up out of here?
Oh man, I hope everybody's tuning into these playoffs. These playoffs have been fucking amazing. Not just like the upsets or anything like that. Your series was fantastic earlier today. I got to watch that a little bit before I left, but congratulations on advancing, of course. But
appreciate it.
Yeah. So again, I just hope everybody's watching because this looks like the most competitive, I guess, ones that we've had so far.
Yeah, we had some upsets. I mean, the first round, like you talk about the first round, Hoops. I mean, I know you had. I mean, we all get the same insight, but I know you got a lot more insight. Well, how you feel about the shady versus
the shady Rod thing was it? That shit to me was the Nuggets knocking off the 1 seed. To me, because we all know that
it's about Seattle '94.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like we all know that Ra is the boogeyman here. He's made it to the last 2 finals.
Yeah.
And he normally don't lose in the first round. Normally he sweeps in the first round, like you know what I mean, and anything like that. So that, like you said, it sent waves around the chat because not that Shady. We know he's not a bad player, like or anything like that. It's just in the playoffs, Ra usually takes it up a notch.
Yeah,
I think him trading so much hurt him. That's just my opinion. Obviously he's still good with some of his guards that he has, but I think he was better with Scoot in his backcourt. And I obviously that's not going to be the only reason. Shady shot, it seemed like 80%, you know, like from 3 and shit. But I will say this: Rock couldn't guard those cutter plays, like those cutter actions.
Yeah,
they were eating them up.
That's
they were eating them up. So
Rod, he stopped my cutters now. He got the 7-4. He stops them. So I'm surprised that he didn't stop Shady's cutters, but Shady got my cutters because he comes to the DM and he tells me send me cutters. And I said, all right. So it's crazy how you use the same plays and it works, but I can't work mine.
That's crazy, bro. Because watching it, I was like, okay, whenever he needed a bucket, you know, he would answer. He had an answer every single time. So, and I noticed that's what the one takeaway I have so far. I've been watching, like, you know, these series. I won't even say it's like a play that they necessarily go to, but it might be an action, right? So, what it does seem like is when somebody needs to answer, they got an answer. Now, I'm not going to call it money. I'm not going to call, you know what I mean, or anything like that. I'm just going to say I appreciate it because that's what would happen in a real life situation. You would, like, if you know you got Derrick Henry back there, we're running dive. It's 4th and 1. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you know what's coming. And that's kind of what you kind of semi got to expect a little bit. But whenever Shady needed a bucket, it was going to a cutter. I don't know if, you know, everybody else was noticing. You know, that like that or anything like to stop a run or
I noticed,
you know, or anything and that. Okay, yeah. So like, so you know,
but it wasn't because I noticed. I told him keep running that bitch.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I can't even like shit on you or anything like for it. You know what I mean? Because if it's working, you got to see how he adjusts to it. If he doesn't adjust, then obviously you shouldn't abuse it, obviously, but
yeah, that's the thing. I think that's the thing about it. Like for me, I know all the plays. I know which one's gonna work. Boom, I got some of them. I got a couple double screens. I need one, but the thing about it is like I'm well seasoned, so I know not to abuse anything. I know when to pick the spots on it, but it takes time. So I can't knock Shady for running because I know I'm a master play caller, so I'm gonna call it certain times. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look like he's not abusing it. But I know it's time to call this play. It's time to get this bucket. So let's go ahead and do it right quick.
But his shot making was the shocking thing for me. Like
shot making.
How consistent he was.
Hall of Fame dimer.
Bro,
make the pass. Shady hasn't beat me. First time he beat me was this year in Luka. It was crazy. It was like that's it. He need that Hall of Fame dimer. Shady, he's unstoppable with that.
Yeah, I mean he was shooting like raw, like legit. Like he wouldn't miss. Like it was crazy. Watching that shit.
How you feel about some more series? We're gonna get to you in a second, Lou. I want to talk about your series last.
Kraken?
No, the first round. Like for me, I don't play all the time. Chat, I see the chat. I don't talk in the chat. Just like
you go 0 dark 30.
Nah, just focus on Knicks. That's what I need to talk. What I need to talk about. I don't see no point in talking. There's nothing to talk about at this point. There's really nothing to talk about for me.
Can I ask you, man? Did you get a little nervous?
No.
Because we know your team is way better.
It's funny, Hubs. It's funny. Like you said, we've been doing it so long. We've been at least forever together. Our playoffs every year. Playoffs. I love playoffs, right? But I guess when the experience, it's like the more experience you get, you don't feel anymore. It's like I don't feel. It's like he did his thing, he won, but I didn't feel. I've been in situations where I felt like, damn, I'm panicked. I'm like, I don't feel anymore. It's just you go out there and do what you're supposed to do, and do it.
Right.
So no, I didn't panic at all.
Because you made a statement in the last game for sure. So
about what?
I was like, he gonna make sure that Ernie knows. Hey man, listen, it's a good try, young fella. Your teammate ready. Good effort.
No, that's always my approach. Now my approach always gonna be respect your opponent because Ernie's one of the best to ever do this that we've seen. So you gotta respect that. So it's like he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's gonna punch back. Other people might crack the way Ernie's playing. People will crack. They're like, man, he's gonna win. But no, just don't crack.
Right.
Do your thing. Do your part. do your game plan. I'm gonna do mine.
Right.
I'm gonna try to do mine better. That's it.
Yeah, because as I was watching, I was like, oh man, like I think he's actually pushing this like to the break a little bit. But then, like you said, it did seem like he kind of settled down in that last game, and it was like, all right, it's time to send him home. This is getting a little bit too close to comfort. So. And so I was like, you got it done,
but yeah, he was amazing with him. Like Vucevic, that was amazing. I mean, he was bullying shit. But how you feel about the who else we have in these? We had the Hawks and Celtics.
I thought Atlanta would. I was almost kind of thinking maybe he would get them. But it don't. But I will say Boston's team is stacked, right? So being that it's stacked, a lot of those off-ball plays Atlanta likes to run probably won't work like as much. Like when you got those guys on the perimeter. So, but I thought because the way Atlanta been playing and talking, I was starting to believe it like a little bit. I did. I was starting to believe it. But
y'all see this nigga trying to bump steal me at half court? Oh.
What about anybody can chime in? I'm just going down the series. If y'all
let me. I want to add something on the Shady and Raw series. I watched the last few games. I felt like Raw checked out that last game a bit.
Yeah, he was missing too much.
Yeah, I felt like he kind of checked. But you know, I want to give a lot of credit to Shady. Just being down 2-0, he kind of, you know, pushing along because I feel like it is easy to kind of, you know, down 2-0. You know, the reputation Raw has.
Yep.
How can I pull this out? So, you know, I want to give him credit. Hope he gives himself credit because I personally hate when people be like, I got lucky. I mean, while luck is it does play a part, I guess, in some of it. And I guess it's the humble thing to say. I don't feel like you got to be cocky, but you know, I'm always the type of person like if you know put the work in, you set yourself up to be successful. You should honor that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
yeah,
but that's what I want to add on that series. With the Atlanta Celtics one, I thought it was going to be. I know the first game kind of went. I think the first game was kind of rough,
right?
But the last two were pretty competitive from what I can remember. So I foresee it being a rivalry, you know, for the next couple of seasons. How much longer we kind of go, just because. Not that they dislike each other, but you know, you've seen the kind of the chat and kind of the
absolutely
the antagonizing a little bit. So,
yeah, he plays it up. Atlanta plays it up.
Yeah.
Like he'll play it up.
My thing, I mean, like I said, I tuned in just a little bit. I saw the chat, you know, Nick Toon said what he said, Landon said what he said, you know. Nick Toon said he talk a lot. Of course, you know, I agree, right? Me and Landon still got the spirit going, so I mean,
true.
I mean, I try not to get on any debates right now. I just want to focus on the Knicks, but Landon, I want you to put your money up next time you play because you said a lot of shit. I'm not gonna let it go. I need something from you, man. That's what it is at this point. So next time you go to court, man, send the cash out. We making cash out happen. You said a lot. But I still let it go, man. But he said a lot. But that's what it is. 4-5. A good series. I didn't follow at all. I just saw the chat. Hornets, Nets. What happened there, man?
I don't need. They were playing like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You know,
they were playing.
I went to go use the bathroom. I may catch a little bit of it. I gotta get right back to sleep. So
it was suspension, then it wasn't suspension, and it was it was
a little controversy right there.
Yeah, right.
Derange got anything to add on the controversy here?
Well, supposedly there's clips sent, but said clips were from a game that didn't end up being played. It like lagged out or whatever. I don't know. So
yeah.
Oh man, he tried to get one off with that.
So I don't know. It's gray area. It was,
wow.
I was there. We talked about the suspension, and we agreed on what was it, one game, and then I was at work, and the next thing you know, the suspension, whatever, it's gone. So,
but you know what's funny about the Nets? I love different play styles. I'm not an admin, so for me, it's like you give me something to look at that's different. You might be a little bit too aggressive. You might do a little more than needed. He does that, but I love that about him because it's like he's challenging you. Like, I bet you can't. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna do. He's gonna challenge you to a point where it's like, if I hear somebody in chat say something about him, I'm like, they broke. It's like they cracked. Like, cause he's gonna challenge you to a point where it's like he's gonna play a little dirty, and then but if you respond, I said, okay, he got him. Not saying he's a good player. He can shoot the ball. He got the connection issue, but I use him sometimes to see how people feel. Like, okay, so
yeah, I mean personally,
they can't take the heat.
Yeah, personally, I never understood. Well, and maybe I don't know, like the connection thing, and not just him, just anytime, like kind of connection issue. And I hear that, and then I'm seeing people green after green after green, and I'm like, I mean, it's an adjustment, but I don't know how much of it does play a part. But at the same time, I guess I can, agree that it is a thing too. If you like, at least me personally, I don't feel like I got my timing right. I may stay away from shots that I might usually take, just because I don't feel like I can time it as well. But I just feel like that's more of an adjustment thing on my part. And I'm
gonna add one more thing to the Nets. He's been doing something to me. It's funny because like what are you doing? But he flash paused at least 40 times per game against me. Twice. 40 times. I swear to God. I'm looking like, I'm not gonna respond, but it's like he keep flash pausing. I'm gonna keep scoring. He flash pause. I'm gonna score again. Flash pause. I'm like, okay. Yeah, he's trying to get under your skin. That's why I like him. But it helps you get better, I think. When an opponent really try to challenge you with different areas. But he flash paused 80 times in 2 games, man.
I think that's habit. I think that's I don't know where he's played before, but it really seems like maybe a habit.
I think we played, and I told him, I said, bro, why are you flash pausing? This isn't my team. Like, get it. We're both scoring back and forth, but chill. I'm like trying to get in the rhythm here.
Yeah. I mean, like, shout out to the Nets. I like the guy, man.
I don't know. Did you guys see the ending of the series?
I saw that.
So I watched that, and I don't know what happened there. I know he mentioned he didn't, understand the rules, and which I understand. I'm always asking, well, can we do this? Can we do that? Because again, I don't want to be out here, bringing a knife to a gunfight. I got to make sure I'm doing as much as I can to win the game. So yeah, that was a crazy ending.
Wick sent me the 2 clips. The one before where Miller Green fade away but got fouled before the shot.
Yeah.
And then LaMelo goes and hits the game winner next. I'm like, it's crazy ending.
Yeah, that was a big shot because I was looking at that. I'm thinking I probably would have missed that. I probably would have got too excited, held it a millisecond too long, and now the game's over. Or it might have been going OT. I can't remember. I have to go back and look at the score.
But you have Hubs, Cavs. I think we already talked about it a little bit. We all kind of said a little something, but Cavs and Magic. Did you catch that?
Yes,
that was the best series of the first round.
that series. I ain't gonna lie, I got nervous for drop because bro,
I did too.
He couldn't guard Garland.
I did too. I was shocked. So I mean, I try not to project, but it's like, okay, it's gonna be drop in the conference finals. But I was looking like, hold on now, drop. Do you want this? But not saying that he didn't want it. Eric was scoring right back with him. It's like,
bro,
it's not like drop
Eric play like that in a while. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as far as being that consistent.
Yeah, he wasn't missing and drop wasn't missing. It's like, this is really, back and forth. I mean, none of that shit matters right now. Only thing matters who get the last, who gonna win this game. So
I think that series pissed off drop at least, because isn't he up 2-0 versus Nick?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he's like, I'm not gonna let anyone get close.
Yeah, and then the thing, I say this, sometimes, like 5 games. I'm older, so I do get fatigued. I think, you watched the game, 4th quarter, game 3 of, I started walking about the court. I was just walking. Timeouts, I might take 40 seconds. That's a personal break.
I'm about to say, some of y'all be using the whole timeout. I'm like, man, what's going on? Where y'all at?
Yeah. I mean, I ran there playing the book. When you run there playing the book and you feel like you better run the same play again, it's like, I did everything like that. I use every play. I guess I got to use it again.
Well, I know when you play Nixon and he puts that backup point guard in and he goes to like the 90s basketball because he will post him up. That's when you like, he about to be in his bag. Like I said, he about to get into some foolishness, bro. I said he about to go 90s basketball real quick.
Oh yeah,
he'll playing 90s ball. Point guard.
Just throw the tempo down. We're gonna make your point guard play defense. He making you play defense. I should use my points and incentives on him, but I'm like, Kawhi, gotta save him. Gotta save what I can. Paying too much money for this guy.
I got you.
But I really want to put stuff on my rookie because he's a point guard that once that post, he can't be stopped, and I love it.
Yeah,
you gotta put a small forward on him. How you feel about let's go West? We'll try to be quick. I know we the show over, but I do want to talk first round because it was a very exciting playoffs, and playoffs for me is very important. We already talked about Rod Shady. Who else was there? Pop. How you feel about? Okay, we talked a little bit. Did you watch Pops and
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit again.
Yeah, we talked a little
Man, I
bit.
don't know. I think I just overthought it. A victim of the moment, honestly. Just trying to. That's the one thing I need to work on. Just consistency throughout the game. There is long games for sure. So just like a lot of times, my focus. Sometimes I'm focused, then I lose myself a bit, and then sometimes again, the overthinking going away from my game plan. Like, dang, am I using this player too much, or
Yeah.
is this play is too many 3-point plays, or is this play going to be looked at as so? Again, I think once I can find a good balance with that, not overthink so much.
Yeah.
I can, and that's what killed me, down the stretch. It's definitely that first game, and then, and after from that point, and I kind of lost myself a little bit, focused throughout. So it wasn't probably as competitive as it could have been, but we try to work on it in off season.
But I say this right here. I say this like D-Lee said it before. Game plan is very fun, but it doesn't necessarily mean game planning for your opponent. Like for me, I would say, like I said, I referee ball for about 10 years before I stopped. But we just had to watch to go to the next level. You had to watch your tape. Like they record you. You had to watch your footage, and you had to perfect it. So I use that on this game. I watch every game after I play it, but it shows me. It gives me the blueprint of what I need to do, and it kind of let me know I could polish this up right here. So everything I do is instant. It's not. It's like it's already programmed in my brain. This is what we're doing first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. This lineup in. I get this lineup in. They're coming in this time. I know this team. These 5 guys work well together, and these are plays that they work well together with. And it's all routine. It's all repetition. At this point, it's like off the head. So I say watching film helps with everything you said. If you got the time,
Yeah. And then before I know Huz probably has something to add. Before and that's I think you were one of the first people I heard that goes back and actually watch film. I hate watching anything of myself back. Because it's like, man, what was I thinking of what I was doing? I kind of like get frustrated with myself a bit. Not like super overly frustrated, but definitely probably should take the time to do that.
It helps a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit more serious about it, as time kind of goes on. Like, I was telling Ra, I think I played like 9 games in one day. I'm like, man, I'm my brain is exhausted. And it's just like, you're trying to win games. That takes a bit. You're not just kind of coasting. You're trying to, when I talked about like just running plays at the right time.
Right.
If you're going to run, you in a drought. It's like maybe I need to run this play just to get a bucket, kind of get things going.
Absolutely.
That type of stuff. So,
and also hunt the mismatch. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. So,
so that's allowed. You picking it up. You gonna have your straights. You watch basketball, so not basketball work. So you'd be good. Lou, you still here?
Yes, sir.
I want to get to this first round matchup.
Who'd I play?
Solo versus Lou. What happened there? I started the chat, but I did a lot of shots. I saw a lot of shots.
Yeah, how'd that feel, man? Like, I know he talks a lot to you, and y'all had a little tiff early in the season. So
honestly, I didn't feel nothing. I knew it was and this is not to. Oh, you saw that? Oh, he rushing me. This is what happens when I'm not paying attention. He just bum rushed me. He just bump steal half court. All right, bet. That's how you want to play? Cool. But nah, honestly, versus Solo, it's like Solo is funny because when he says shit, he just saying shit. Like he got no facts to back whatever he said. Bro, what the fuck? Yo, he just pushed me out of bounds. Oh, Lee want to play crazy. Oh, but anyway, Solo just be saying shit just to say shit. And I don't know. I knew I was gonna win. I didn't really have any problems.
Right.
He was talking crazy about, I beat you by 30, blah, blah, blah. And then that first game, I beat him by 38, 44 at one point, So I was just like, let me just, oh, shit. So I was like, man, let me just take care of business, demoralize him, get him out of here. So I swept him. I'm about to sweep Lee. I'll be waiting for whoever wins, in the conference finals. I kind of hate that I don't get to play against Raw because I need to get that monkey off my back personally against him because it's been like nonstop series versus him in the conference finals, and I just can't seem to win. It's always close games and then clutch time, and I just can't pull it out. But fuck it, it is what it is. Can't be arrogant about the journey.
Who we got last? It's one more series we could.
Kraken Wemby series, maybe. Is that it or
Kraken Wemby? Kraken Wemby. Is somebody else you think? Who's playing Shady?
We already talked about the Shady Raw.
Yeah.
Kraken Wemby. Yeah, Kraken Wemby. He spoke a little bit about it earlier. What you feel about that, Hubs? Was you in tune with that series?
Yeah, well, the funny thing is I had picked Kraken to win. Because I thought not that he would just go. I thought he was going to try to go Steph crazy. I did because Dame can't guard anybody. So I was like, oh, that's a matchup. It's a key matchup. It's a big matchup. So I said Kraken has somebody that can match, him shot for shot.
Right.
And I was like, well, obviously Zion and, everything like that, but BI can score from everywhere as well. And with Wemby, what you always have to worry about with Wemby is he going to mush the paint? Like too crazy. So he'll be flirting with suspension, like essentially.
Okay, I got
you.
Yeah,
he definitely pushes the boundary.
Yeah, he does. So I was trying to, as I was watching it, you could see it. You were like, okay, he's going to the paint a lot. Okay, now he's going to go to his 3-point series, where he's just going to try to shoot a lot of threes, or off of rebounds, of course, kicking it out because, crashing and all that, the weird rebounding shit. And he was hitting a lot of second chance, like threes, and stuff like that. He does that a lot for Lillard. But, so as watching that, I was like, well, Kraken can counter it a little bit, but Kraken don't really have anybody to hold the paint down. So, ultimately it can end up costing you. And I think that's what, ended up costing them,
I like Kraken swag game 5. He came up with the black jerseys.
Yeah.
He come
funeral time. Trying to send him home.
I'm like, he gonna get you up out of here. I said, you got the black jerseys on? Oh, yeah. He on business trip.
Right.
Yeah. I want to add too, again, in respect to Kraken, but it was a good series. I'm just always like, when it stuff kind of comes around and you got to vote and things of that nature. And people, I play a lot of. I think I played everybody here, so pretty much, respect everybody's game. So it's funny. My perspective of a particular player, right, or something that I would consider even, is looked at a little bit differently. And then I just definitely shout out to him. Just again, a competitive series where it looked like everybody thought he would lay down and just get swept.
Mm-hmm.
And it just showed that he belongs. Essentially, everybody earned their spot where they were. So,
I like. I'm gonna give a shout out to you because you say a lot of stuff that I like for sure. But even when I was back in O League when me and Hubs played it, I was very, very. I was 100% sim to a point where it's everything had to be precise, which I still am. But I think throughout the years, you just get to the monies. You know what I'm saying? Just get this win. You get kind of lazy on your perfection technique, and then I want to say maybe last 2K, I did do a lot of cutters. So this year I cut back on cutters. I give you some throughout the game, but I cut back on cutters. I take shots that I try to get to. Sim is to me is you will see me take a shot at Julius Randle. It's a elbow shot, quick mid-range shot, but a lot of people don't take those shots. That's a shot. That's a real shot. It's not gonna go in every time, but if you practice, it's gonna win. So you help. I think what you were saying, Pops, helped me get back to let's be very crafty with this stuff. Let's not just go get a bucket. If you could create, how about I create and then get a bucket? Versus just hitting the screens and get a bucket. But
but what I like about it is because you don't necessarily have to come down and call a play every single time. And that was the old problem when we were seemingly robotic. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't as free flowing. Because I guess the freelancers weren't as
good
in depth as they are now.
Right.
You know, so if you didn't come down and call something, people would just stand around, like type of stuff. So
yeah,
but you know, we used to have that old rule, like you couldn't break the play art. So
yeah,
you kind of had to like let it run like whenever you ran it. So I always thought that used to be a problem, like in general.
Yeah.
But when you would get chastised for doing it, and it's like, man, because it's almost boring if I come down and, you know, all right, here's a side pick and roll. Okay, here's a top pick and roll. All right, here's a right side pick and roll. Okay, here's a, you know, let me really spread you out, and now I'm gonna get this pick because I got Steph Curry or somebody like that up damn near half court. Because, you know, they got certain plays where they'll actually do that for them because, you know, they're elite shooters with crazy range.
Yeah.
You know, so you can do that. But I'm also hunting a mismatch, like you said earlier, you know, depending on who my opponent is. Like, because I will do that. Like, if I know you got a bum out here, like, you know, just like a flat out dude that I know can't defend, I'm running plays for that dude every single time down. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do not care. You're getting him off of this court. You know, like plain and simple. Like, and again, even if I run the play and you shut the play down, we're gonna dance that last like 10 seconds or whatever like that. It's gonna be me and you. We're gonna dance.
That's what you're saying about play calling. But I call play every time down. But like I said, I've been doing play. We've been playing for a long time, so all my plays are very particular, and each player has their own play sets, play calls. It's not the same. So And so, but a lot of guys, back to what you're saying about play calling, a lot of guys got the same plays. They go to the same, might be different plays, but go to the same spot every time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's kind of boring. It's like you calling, it's different play, but it's going to the same spot. The same two screeners, just a different name, but you got four of those. You got four of those. My playbook is pretty much, it's a spot for it's a spot on every court. Every play I got is a spot on the court that's going to be covered. But, that's just what it is. It's lazy playbooks. But I mean, if you craft it real well, all your plays could feel like a freelance, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But I like the freelancers just because. So, if people don't know, I like when I play my offline. That's all I'll do, right? So I call freelancers in series like a ton. So I'll come down and just see what all the different ones are.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of see like, all right, who on my team should be able to run this? Who on my team should be able to run that? Like you said, so if my sub pattern matches, I know, okay, when I got these guys in, this gives me the best spacing. This, like, you know, this series or this freelance gives me this look because you got a center I know is like crazy in the paint. So I need to keep him at the free throw line, you know, some shit like that. Like, you remember the old Princeton freelance that they used to have, right? So it hurt my heart when they took it out. Like, you know what I mean? Because you used to be able to keep somebody in the high post. So if you had a center,
the center right there
that could block shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would just keep them in the high post, and you had backdoor cuts. You had, you had everything like that.
Everything.
So when they took that out, I was like, damn. But I remember that Mike, what the fuck is this?
Mike Roney?
The Kings coach.
Oh, Michael Brown.
Mike Brown.
Yeah, Mike Brown. He's a product of the Princeton system.
Right.
So, like, he likes it. So if you go look at their offline playbook, it's a lot of handoffs. It's a lot of, like, shit like that. So it'll give you those looks because Sabonis is a high post guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, oh, okay. So if you know that, you can go look at that playbook or whatever like that. And then you can kind of mirror, like, some of those looks, just shit like that. But yeah, man, that shit like that. I like when D-Lee starts, getting in his like, yo, this game is so in depth, stuff like that. It is that stuff. Like, it is like, I can. Most of the freelancers, if you have it on dynamic, you can start them from anywhere.
Right.
You know, so and like you said, so I'm not going to have the same person setting the screen. I'm not going to have the same person cutting. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Because maybe I got that dude initiating the offense this time.
Right.
Like, you know, like, and looks like that. But I also don't have the best team to come down and be the most versatile, you know, guys.
Right.
Like, you know, like in the world. You know, like y'all teams are kind of fit for that. But y'all also, you have at least a real star in Brunson. Like, I think Brunson's a, like, legit star.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and Pops has like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know, obviously they're still young, so they're going to develop crazy, like, you know, or should at least, you know. So, yeah, y'all teams are pretty set, man. And so once y'all really get y'all's, I really think you should delve more into freelancers, you know, because you will see so many different looks.
No, like I said, man, you know, I know playbooks, so I did freelance. I got a freelance. I got 2 freelancers I use. I just don't use them. I just need you to be. I run a freelance for my plays, basically.
Gotcha.
So I need, once I come down the court, y'all need to be in your corners and your spot. And when I call plays, report to your area.
Right.
Versus if I had a freelance motion, they're moving all over the place. And then I call plays 100% of the time. So if you're moving all over the place and I call play, now you got to run.
Oh, okay. Now you got to go get reset. No,
so my freelance is pretty much you stand right there. Everybody stand still. And then I'm going to call play.
That's funny.
And then I might use 80, the playbook, the freelance 80.
Yeah, the freelance, yeah.
I like that. It's actually last year it was like people be crashing off the rebounds. If you had 80 on last season, they report back to their spots. So if you're reporting back to your spot, that means your center, your power forward.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's dope.
So when the shot go up, they report back to their spots that's near the rebound. So 80 freelance was actually a rebound to freelance for me. You know, even if I was to run a play,
right,
you're gonna report back to the freelance spot near the rim.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, so people don't.
Really dope.
So yeah, I know freelancers. I don't like the motions. So I want to control every movement that's going. But I ain't really got much, man. We've been on for hour 48. We covered all the series. The awards been handed out. I'm gonna hit my guy. Wake up. I gotta debrief right quick. Get back focused, but start this series right. I talk too much BBA basketball, not enough Knicks, so I gotta go back and think about Jalen Brunson, the motherfuckers,
Yeah.
But appreciate everybody who tuned in, who came in and out. Appreciate you, Pops, Lou.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Appreciate the invite as always.
Appreciate y'all. Good shit. You know, big sweep.
Yeah, big sweep. We saw that 3-0 against Utah. First one done with the second round.
Yes, sir.
Play Golden State or the Pelicans. All right. Well, we out of here, fellas. Appreciate y'all once again. Shout out to The Range for doing the artwork and everything he does.
Yeah, shout out to The Range.
Sure.
All right, fellas. We out.
All right.
There we go.
They say haste makes waste, feeling like I'm out of place, trying to stay in my place, number one that's in the race, wanna live life each and every day, wanna see my brother get that raise, feeling like I'm static, no taste, smoking too much, got no taste, but I gotta know what I gotta do, wanna set the money till I see it blue strip dollar bill, all them niggas down to kill. But they don't wanna see you move. They don't wanna see you go real smooth. Now I'm talking Chris, but a nigga been on YouTube. And I fuck through the, yeah. I don't keep score, but I settle down. People be talking irrelevant. They be talking so much. Nigga be talking irrelevant. I don't keep score, but I settle down. People be talking irrelevant. I don't keep score, but I settle down. People keep talking. Woke up so damn early. Feeling so damn tired as hell. Another day at work, man. Gotta pay these motherfucking bills. I'm grinding, hustling, man. I'm trying to stay afloat. Sometimes I wonder, man, is there's all the hope? I don't really know what I gotta do. I just wanna stack the money till it's blue. Blue strip dollar bill. All them niggas down to kill. But I wanna be so real. Living life for that damn fucking thrill. All y'all niggas could never fucking grill. Got a 6'5", hit you in the fucking. I don't keep scores, but I settle down. All of you niggas irrelevant. I don't keep scores, but I settle down. All of you niggas irrelevant. I don't keep scores, but I settle down. All of you niggas irrelevant. I don't keep scores, but I settle down. All of you niggas.